Like same place I should have.
Well, Thursday was Friday, that's optional.
Almost Thursday, Friday.
So Friday was sunny, but they're gonna be outside and stuff, do that, the school work.
Hey, how you doing? How are you?
So we're on.
Well, you can Facebook.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
No.
All your pictures. Yeah, family.
Harry, are you new grandpa again?
Wow.
He's a big one.
I'm too sick to be over there, so I didn't want to go over there. But they're all over there. Now you get these, pick them up. Right. What do you do? Pick up. Lift up.
Oh,
Just stand up.
the side, yeah.
Right here.
What happened?
Yeah, that's fine.
Stand up, sorry. There
You go.
Is that,
Hey,
you're not heavy by any means.
well, getting.
Yeah.
First of all, we're sorry for being late. We had an executive session. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Prior to the meeting, there was an executive session of the town council. The executive session was called pursuant to Indiana Code 5-14-1.5-6.1B6. With respect to any individual over whom the governing body has jurisdiction, A, to receive information concerning the individual's alleged misconduct, and B, to discuss before a determination the individual's status as an employee. B9, to discuss a job performance evaluation, employee-specific compensation, or employment matters of individual employees. This subdivision does not apply to a general discussion of the salary, compensation, or benefits of employees during a budget process. And B19, to have communications with an attorney that are subject to the attorney-client privilege. I would just ask the council to make a motion that that's all that was discussed during the executive session and that no further matters were discussed.
I make that, oh, go ahead. I make that motion. That was all discussed. That
Becky
was all.
made the motion. Ethan seconded, all in favor, all opposed, unanimous.
There is no, my understanding is there is no final action to take at this time. However, the council did discuss a subsequent executive session at 1 p.m. on November 14th. If anybody wanted to move to schedule that.
I moved to schedule it for the 14th.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Unanimous.
That'll be November 14th at 1 o'clock. We'll post notice, but it'll be the same reasons.
Approval of minutes of the previous regular meeting as written.
I motion that we approve the minutes. of
Becky
last
made
meeting.
a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting. Ethan seconded, all in favor, all opposed, unanimous. Claims and payroll. Claims are $235,526.92. And payroll is $52,587.30. I have a motion.
I make that motion.
Rick made a motion to approve. Ethan seconded, all in favor, all opposed. Unanimous. Sportsplex request for additional fencing, seating, shade, and bulletin board. Y'all want to talk? Thank you, Shelley.
Yes. So, as the Sportsplex has been going along, you know, we've had a shortfall in the funding that we had. So we have been doing fundraising all along. And then recently went to the Brookville Township trustees and told them what was needed yet. And we needed to finish the fencing, the 4-foot black chain link fence, the gates that were on the existing courts and the new fencing. We asked for funding for shade sails for shading and for benches for underneath of that. And then we talked to Oler Fencing about putting, or he actually suggested, we were asking him how we could put the shade sails up, and he suggested that he could do 8 sleeved posts that would actually slide down into the existing posts, because on the corners of the courts, the posts have caps on them. So you could take the caps off, create 8 posts to put down in them, and then the shade sails could be attached to that. So we got the funding from, we told Brookville Township trustees and received $29,651, which was what we needed. The only thing that they did not fund was the lighting. And so we were just wanting to move forward with that. We got a quote from Oler Fencing. Oler Fencing did the fencing for the aquatic center. He assured us that he could do the same type of fence as is there now. He came down and looked at everything. And let's see, and I forgot also, we want to do like a display board, like a bulletin board that's on posts that we could put out there, that like if there's going to be tournaments or if there's anything that we want to do there, that we could, you know, put up. The pickleball club. I don't play pickleball, so I can't add a lot to this, but I'm going to start. But anyway, so we've got that funding, and Oler came down, and the quote from Oler was quite a bit less than the quote, you know, that we had to take when you guys took out the, did the change order and took the fencing and stuff out from Shooty. His quote was quite a bit less than the one from Oler. I sent it to Gina today. I don't know if she gave any of that information to you all. Yeah. So we also went back to Oler, and Jeff was thinking that it would be a good idea to, there's, you know, the 2 openings, to actually put gates there, so that in the winter, when after the weather gets really bad, that those could actually be closed and, you know, off in the winter, so people aren't doing things when there's ice and snow on them. And so there's 2 quotes there. The first one is for the fencing, the posts, the gates, and the second one is for the and the shade sail poles is in the first one as well. The second one is for the 2 gates to actually, that could actually be closed and then locked if you guys want them locked in the winter time. So we've got the funding from township trustees for the first, the 29,651. And then for the additional, for the gates, we have money that we have raised over and above what, you know, what is needed. So I think we've got like $12,000 to $14,000 that's been raised over and above. And so we can cover those gates with that. So we just were reaching out to see if we could move forward with that. I know Rick still wants to be involved. You know, I talked to him for a while about it, and like the sleeves for the shade sails, we want to make sure that he puts something on them so no water can get down into those posts and things like that.
Well, also Rocky needs to be
Yes,
part of this.
yes, absolutely.
Rocky
Absolutely.
be in this conversation. That's for sure.
Rocky, did you have any problems with the sleeves?
You said it's gonna put a 4-foot fence?
Yeah, so around the, so that center walkway, we want to cover just a portion of it with like shade sails.
It's not. South. Like the device that works.
You know, the walkway between, there's like an 11-foot walkway. We want to put shade over a couple areas there and put some benches so that people can sit and watch or just get out of the sun. Okay.
thing being like a big
I think you might have some concerns there. Okay. Okay.
flatter surface. I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's, we were looking at it, the courts are 40 foot wide. So they would put a pole in each end and then that sail would be like 37 foot. And we do two of those on the center two courts.
And they're like breathable, right?
Yes, it's the same material that they make sails out of for like sailboats. So they're not real heavy. And this was just an idea that we had other than, you know, putting a solid structure up there, and they're not real expensive either. I mean, the prices that we looked at, the one with a 5-year warranty, I think was $300 and some. And then there was one with a 2-year warranty that was like $200 and some for like a 9x30, something like that, 9x34. So that was just an idea that we had because a lot of the other pickleball courts have those types of, you know, for shading. So
Now, what about,
Said that they were comfortable putting in there.
we talked to Shooty and Oler. I mean, I mentioned it to Shooty when they were still there, when we were talking about putting something like that. And he said that he didn't think there would be a problem at all doing something like that. And then Oler said the same thing.
what about, and this might be, I don't know if you, when they slide down in them other posts, is there gonna be some kind of sleeve that covers that?
That's what we
Keep
were,
water from running down inside it, because that post has got a base plate on there.
we'll
There's
have,
no way for that water
we'll have
to
to
get out of there.
talk to Oler about that, you know, about putting something so that the water can't get between the, you know, those posts and the, and that is this, we don't have to do it this way. We were just looking at a way of doing it where we weren't putting up another structure, you know, like it for shade, like there is at the aquatic center, because that'd be probably another $10,000 or $20,000 to put something like that up. And it really wouldn't fit very well in that 11-foot walkway. So we were thinking just doing something like that. And that'll be next spring before we would probably put anything like that up anyway at this point.
So what you're talking about with the fence and everything will be next spring?
No, I think that Oler said that he could start,
Said at least December.
he could probably start in December with the rest of the 4-foot fencing. But I don't know that we would get the, you know, get the shade set. We won't need the shade anymore this year. And I don't know about the benches either. The benches we were looking at are just, you know, like steel benches that could be bolted down just like they are over at the aquatic center, black, powder coated.
Just a single bench?
We were thinking about maybe 2 of them because you can get them about 6 foot or 8
Right,
feet.
I mean, though, it's just a single bench, correct?
Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, we had talked about like those
Okay.
bleachers toward the
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
but those were already sold. When Jeff checked into those were already sold.
Andy, should we have an agreement?
Yeah, so what we talked about last time would be like a right of entry agreement to allow this work to be done. So if I could get like a list of, I know we got quotes and stuff here, but the list of everything that's being done that they would be looking to have council authorize. And then I can include that. Just, let me I'll give you my address.
Okay.
Do you have a dollar amount
think
on
I've
what these
got it on
extras are?
I can email this.
Shade or benches.
Just the fence?
On the bulletin board. We have
Yeah, we have, you know, we looked just kind of like on Amazon to get prices for the shade sales. They were between $200 and $400, depending upon if you wanted a 5-year warranty, they were more expensive. The benches were about $349. We found those on Amazon, but there was like $100 shipping, so we were gonna see if we could find somewhere where we could go and buy them and pick them up. Or see if we could pick them up over at the Amazon thing in Hebron or something. I didn't get a chance to look into that because I was.
Now, are you asking for us to install this bulletin board? Is that? Or not?
Did you see a picture of the bulletin board? That's
Got like 2 posts,
Yes.
one at each end? I mean, is that,
showing
have
the-
you seen it, Rocky?
Probably not.
Have you seen the bulletin board that they're
This is what we.
with the two posts? I mean, is that would that be an issue to,
You've got the quote that has these things on it and then the, sheet sales. That we would pay for their, the gates for the openings, and I think you've got to put for all for that.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, is it doable?
Yeah. Would you guys be able to put it up, or do you want somebody else to put it up?
We could put it up, probably wouldn't be. That should be tight for next year.
Yeah.
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 Like we can purchase this stuff, like that bulletin board, we can purchase it if we want to and store it somewhere. Just, I can store it at the foundation if we need to, just so the price doesn't go up. Yeah. But that's a nice enclosed bulletin board, so, you know, they put notices and things on there that, it's got glass in front of it, so things won't get wet, and that should be pretty good, because that Barco Products is a pretty good company. That's where all of the benches that are on Main Street, and over in the Lou Wallace Park, across from the, you know, the benches and the tables there, they all came from Barco. They're pretty good quality.
Now this, the fence that you're showing us, that's about $30,600, correct? For both of them, the gates and the fence? 26,900 for the fence and then 3,700 for the gates,
Yeah.
correct?
Mhm.
So that means you're gonna dip into that other fund about right at $1,000.
We'll probably dip into that. Well, a little
I
bit.
mean, just for the, when I'm saying this is just for the fence, you're gonna have to get into it for about $1,000 right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
If you said the trustees give you 29.
They gave us 29,651, which covered the,
Basically covers the 4-foot fence.
Yeah.
It don't cover the gates.
yeah, we'll have to pay for
So,
the gates
yeah,
out of our funds that we've raised.
exactly.
Mhm.
Okay.
You guys have anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah,
Did I
it'd
get
be
it?
right out of probably maybe $1,000 you gotta get into that.
Oh, yeah, and we wondered about cameras, you know, I think they talked, I wasn't at the last meeting, but they talked about, you know, we could maybe purchase a camera or two to put up there if you want us to, just to kind of keep an eye on things. There's cameras on the football field, maybe around the football field? At one time, I know they talked about the aquatic center, but I don't know if there ever were cameras put up there. But that's just,
The aquatic center does have cameras, but the youth football league requested cameras for the concession area.
yeah,
So they got with Ramsey, our IT contractor, and was working with them.
uh-huh. Then who monitors those?
The
Do
youth
they?
football.
Okay. That would be that would be the decision then, is if someone, I think the idea would be that if, you'd want to be able to keep the footage so that if something did happen, that you could look at it.
And there are solar cameras that you can install that will store information for a couple weeks.
Mhm.
Like I say, I mean, we don't really need to have it monitored all the time. It would be just if something happened that you could go back and look at it.
Mhm.
So, if the football team probably has hardwired in, which,
Ramsey, our IT contractor, had suggested that.
yeah, I don't know that we need to go to all that problem to do that.
Cause there's Wi-Fi,
Can
in
it
the
pick
park, right?
Wi-Fi up from the concession stand?
I mean, we would have to ask Ramsey. I'm not
Yeah.
that technical. I don't know.
Probably could.
I'm sure.
I'd say you
can,
probably
but
could.
For a camera, I would say a professional might need to be involved.
But that's something we could,
I think I gave him Ramsey's contact information if he wanted to maybe just pick his brain or
Mhm.
ask some questions. If not, I can send it to you too.
I do think at some point that Andy and Rick and I need to meet with y'all
Mhm.
and get an agreement together on how we're gonna handle everything.
And I can send, Andy asked me to send him a list of what, and I've got, pretty much got a list here. It does not have the Bowler's second quote for the gates on it. That's the only thing that's missing, on this list, but
And I'll put together a right of entry to have ready for you guys for your next meeting.
And send me a list of dates, times that you are gonna be available, and I'll put it up to them.
Okay.
Or Rick, we'll put it up to them.
Now, this back page on here, this windscreen, what,
that's just one of the shade sails. It's just showing a
just a-
different, it's just flat.
pipe dream at this
Shown.
point?
Oh, the windscreen, no, that's still one of the shade sails, I think, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was the windscreen.
No.
It does windscreen. Oh, never mind.
We
is.
talked
It
about
is.
windscreens.
It is.
Yeah, somewhere down the line. Windscreens, yeah, next year probably, start looking at that.
Now, are you-
The only thing we need to get done right now is get the gates, get the fencing in and the gate, everything can be locked off, everything else can really wait.
Mhm.
Doesn't make any sense to put anything out on the courts now and leave it out in the winter, so. You know,
I
we
mean-
talked about, I don't even know what we wanna purchase right now, other than getting the fence and the gates in. But-
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Are you gonna wait till spring to purchase these other things, or surely God, they won't lock a price in with you for that long?
No, they won't lock the price in, no. I mean, if we wanted to order the barcode products, if we wanted to order that bulletin board and just the message board and just store it somewhere, we could go ahead and get that. That would be the only thing I think might go up in price, cause it's like $1,000. The other things aren't that pricey to begin with. So.
Any other council members? So we need a motion, Andy?
I don't think there would be, you won't technically need anything to approve anything till I've got that right of entry ready to
Okay.
go. So I'll have that for you next meeting.
All right,
Alrighty.
We'll work on trying to get something set up amongst us.
Sounds good.
I guess we will have to buy the plugs, for the courts when we take most out too, then.
What's in there now? Anything?
They're about $8 a piece,
The caps?
16 of them.
What's that?
Is the caps already on the post right now?
No, right, there's caps.
Just put that on your list, I guess.
There's
What
cap
are
on
they,
it.
like $8 a piece? Is that what you told me? That's another thing, Andy, put on that. They're 16 at $8, right, you know,
16 what?
16 at $8 a piece,
So they'll-
whatever that comes out to.
With the nets and stuff on.
What's that for, Rick?
Plugs, like where the posts come out of the ground for the
Post
winter.
plugs, gotcha.
They block the
But
hole.
if there's caps aren't out, they can probably just put those right back on, couldn't they?
So they're on top of the post.
128.
The ones that are on there right now.
They're different.
We
That should
tried-
go
we
with
tried
that
one
other.
day and it fit, but when we took the post out, there was water in the hole anyway, so I don't know whether caps are gonna prevent it, but I mean, I think it's worth a try.
Rocky, did you have an idea about that?
The cap or plug that he had, and it has like a rubber compression thing, and we should tighten it down and squeeze this. I think those are gonna be the best seal out there. It's almost like a boat plug, similar to that. I think it will seal.
I think it'll seal them.
Yeah.
Cause I believe. Didn't they have to suck some water out of there when they put the post in? Them things may have a cap at the bottom of them sleeves. I have not a clue.
Yeah. It's not draining.
Cause it's not going into them things are in there probably yay deep, so it's gotta be into the gravel, dirt, whatever maybe it has a cap on the bottom of that plastic piece. I have not a clue. I didn't see them put it in. But I think the plugs will work perfect. Well, that's what the man told me too. He said, that's what they use.
Anything else any of you want to say?
Are we clear to play on courts now?
No, we gotta sign off on a couple things, and the guy didn't get back to me with, about the post for the badminton, whether they was in the original contract or not. He's gonna get back with me, and like you said, you wasn't concerned about it, but Ling was concerned that that needs to be settled before we sign off on it. And I think we can give John the go ahead to sign off on it once we figure that out. If they need to reimburse us the money that was in there, so be it. That's just more money you all have in your fund.
So, yeah, they'll just have to.
Exactly, and we'll take it off that last, retainer fee, yes. But we're gonna, we got the pay application, the last pay application that we definitely are gonna vote on tonight, and hopefully Tanner will get back to me tomorrow. He was trying to get to me before this meeting.
So if you vote on the last, payout, the 116,000 or whatever, yeah, 116,999.7.
Is it 116 or is it 29?
Well, the last payout's 116,997.
Oh, that's the retainer,
And
116.
that's what I was wondering, if you vote to pay that last 116. Could they just take that
Well, that was,
out of the retained?
that's what I was working with Tanner with.
Yeah.
When I find out, we can just subtract that off of that, and
Yeah.
we're set. And then John can sign off on it, and maybe you guys be playing pickleball by the middle of the week.
That's what I was, yeah.
By Wednesday, that's the
It's
best
gonna be
day of the
fixed.
week.
Well, I mean, I'd love to say go play on it tomorrow. But that's my plan anyway.
And as soon as you get the approval on that, I'll get that last check over to Gina. I'll drop it off down here, so you can get that.
Okay.
Right away.
That's the plan.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Now you got to stay for the whole meeting.
Yeah, we try to get you on that court by midweek.
Be good. All right, I'll get this to you, Andy.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all, thanks.
Thank you. Pool chairs purchase order.
Gina, we have the purchase order and, when did they say in shipment? In March sometime?
She said as soon as we get the purchase order signed and sent back for the approval for the purchase, then, she said they'll get them processed and then maybe shipped by mid-March, yeah.
Okay. Do we need to sign something tonight for that?
Well, I just would like council to approve the purchase and then allow me to sign the order to send it back. The total purchase was $6,661.50.
Can I make that motion that we sign that? Or give her the approval to send it?
Becky made the motion to sign it. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Fred seconded. All in favor? Opposed? Unanimous? Pool chemical estimate?
So just like with other chemicals, we order towards the end of the year for the rebates and then they won't ship them or invoice us till the next season. So in preparation for next season, we have a quote for pool chemicals totaling $13,720.88. And that is another cost proposal or purchase order that needs to be signed after approved.
I make that motion that we sign that?
Becky made the motion to sign. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Fred seconded. All in favor? Unanimous? What was it cost?
6,600. What was the total cost on the chairs, Gina? 66.
Sorry, $6,661.50. Yeah.
Could you send that out to Gina, please?
And again, we got a good buy, because at first they told 7,200.
Winter Wonderland carriage rides.
Okay, so I've been talking to Rhonda. They are doing amazing things down there, but she got the approval from the Hermitage, Martha Shea, that they could use her driveway as a turnaround. They're gonna load at the Legion, go through the park, and then turn around in the Hermitage and come back. And they're staying on the road. They're gonna have bags behind the horses, and she said she'd clean up if there was any mess. So
Rocky says thank you.
you're welcome. So, yeah, so that's what they're gonna do.
You have any problems with the traffic doing that? Yeah, okay, all right.
So can we motion to approve
Are
that?
they gonna have this just one night? Or
Yes, it's
oh,
just, that's that,
November Noel night?
no, that's gonna
Oh.
be December 20th.
Oh,
The
December.
carriage ride is just on December the 20th.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I have a
If those
motion?
two don't have an issue with it, then I'll make a motion that we.
Fred made a motion to approve. Ethan seconded, all in favor? Unanimous. Winter Wonderland reindeer.
Okay, so on opening night, she is going to have, who's the lady that owns the greenhouse down here?
Alice.
Yes, she's gonna bring one reindeer. She'll have it enclosed and she's gonna have a question answer session that night. So that's for that, yeah.
Do you know which reindeer it is?
I don't.
Do you know where they're gonna put the
I
cage?
don't.
When I spoke to Ron, she said over towards the playground shop, maybe since it's kind of more lit up there.
Mhm.
You okay with that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go on and tell everything else that she wanted me to report along, or do we need to vote on that first and then we'll go
Let's
on?
vote on it first.
Okay, all right.
Motion. Ethan made a motion to approve.
I second.
Rick seconded, all in favor, all opposed, 5-0. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so as of Saturday, they have about 2,000 lights up in the new light sets that they're working on. They are about 75% completed on the road lights so far. Every day in December, they're gonna have two gifts, a female and a male toy. They're gonna have wrapped up, and it's gonna be like a scavenger hunt, and they're gonna put the, what do you wanna say, the clues, there you go, on Facebook. And they're gonna post them, I think, on the town page and on the Winter Wonderland page. So that's kind of a neat thing I think that they're gonna do. Let's see what else here. Opening night, there's gonna be a saxophone player and he'll be playing throughout, just whatever his schedule is. So she said that. And on opening night, there'll be lighting of the park, the golf cart parade, and pictures with Santa and one reindeer with Alice Priestman. And there will also be luminaries at the entrance.
Do you know if they got with Miss Softbauer about,
Yes, yeah, it's gonna be tea light. It's not gonna be fire. It's gonna be tea light candles.
but they're gonna bring it up
Yeah,
by,
and they're
okay.
gonna take it up to where she is, where her business is too,
All right.
there too. She said that there will also be cookies and hot chocolate, and all this is free. There will be no charge for anything, which I thought was kind of nice. So far, currently, they said there's about 68 trees that's been decorated. And on December 20th, the carriage rides, and there'll be pictures with Santa and the Grinch.
Is that?
It,
The Grinch showed up at my house.
Yeah, there you go.
is that just one carriage?
Yes, one carriage.
Okay.
Yeah, one carriage. I do need to give a shout out. I mean, they have worked so hard. on
They have.
this. Yeah. Yeah, very professional. They've worked really good, really hard.
And it's all volunteer.
Yeah, all volunteers, definitely. Yeah. So, and then I want to shout out to Terry. They are working really hard to get the shop with the cop for December the 20th. That's a big undertaking there.
They
So-
did a good job of Halloween too,
Yeah.
making
They did.
sure Main Street people was able to cross the streets, did an
Yep.
excellent job.
Yeah. So. And then I want to go over to the municipal building here. They've started painting it, and what I saw tonight, it looked really good.
And replacing our damaged side.
Yeah.
Is that what they
Yeah.
replaced? Is that what that is?
Yeah, there was several panels that were damaged, so they replaced that, then they're painting. When he's done the first of the year, the Pro Prince is going to come inside and do the outside lettering, and then they're gonna come inside, and do the interior branding then too. So we should have that completed hopefully in January, depending on the weather, I guess. So yeah. So that's all I have to report.
You've done a good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else with that?
I'm good.
Okay. American Legal Publishing Online Proposal.
So I need to get the ordinances codified, because I haven't done that in a long time, and Andy recommended getting them codified and put online with American Legal Publishing. That way they're accessible to everyone. So I did get an updated quote from them. To do the code conversion into folio is $5.95. Future supplements to the code online is outlined above. Says $1.95 each, looks like. Future online supplement pages charged at $1.95 each.
So they'll take your ordinances from the year and they'll update everything. So, you know, if we amend a section in the code of ordinances, they'll do that. So it continually gets updated.
And then the code online for the internet is $2.95 for the first year hosting fee, and then $4.95 in future years. He did tell me once the ordinances and everything is online, that in the future, all I have to do is email them as we pass them, and they'll do it. And it'll be a lot faster. And Andy will have it all there.
You're recommending that we approve this? Okay. Ethan made the motion.
I'll second.
Rick seconded. All in favor? All opposed? Unanimous. Go ahead
And
and sign
Gina,
it.
in the interim, I would take off the website what you have on there, because
Okay.
it's not updated, and just maybe put a note that council has approved updating.
Okay.
Now, do I sign the last page too? My initial second page?
He did say it could take up to 60 days, I think, to get it.
Council appointment to Brookville Redevelopment Commission due to resignation. John Rudy Rudsell, resigned. His business is taken off and he doesn't have time to do this job anymore. Todd, Thackeray suggested Emily Walpering, and I asked her and she said she'd be okay with it. She is an accountant and we'd really like to have an accountant. Todd's a architect, so we've got some good professionals in there except for me. I just nod my head a lot. Anybody got any things? Can I have a motion? Ethan made a motion.
I'll second it.
Fred seconded. All in favor? All opposed? Unanimous. Irrigation line meter head replacement.
This is the meter on the course where the lake pump comes through it and it meters the flow. And it was put on about 3 years ago. Am I right, Rocky?
I think it's 23.
In 23,
Yeah.
2 years. And evidently, when it was dug up, it didn't get backfilled back in, and maybe the vibration has vibrated the guts out of it. So it needs to be replaced. And I would like to give Tim the funds to do that.
Do you know how much?
I think it's underneath.
It's underneath his spending limit,
But
but.
I
if
think
you
he
guys
wants our
really want
blessing.
to, It's $424 total, for the two pieces that he needs.
He can put it on there and get it backfilled and we'd be in business again, because at this point right now, we're right back where we was, not being able to know what's being pumped out of the lake.
So we have to rely on the electric, and there's a formula. So I send them our electric bills and they do the
Exactly.
figuring.
I motion that we pass that for him. Big.
Becky made a motion to approve.
I second.
Brett seconded, all in favor? Unanimous. Nutrient ag fertilizer quote.
So Charlie gave a list of fertilizers for the fairways and the tees. The total is $2,103.13. And then he also has a buggy rental written down here for $200. So I think he's looking to order this and to be able to fertilize.
Anybody won't make a comment or anything?
I motion that we pass that.
Now,
Go ahead.
now is this what we had discussed on the fairways and tees?
This is just a fertilizer here.
This is something totally different? Okay.
Becky made a motion to approve, Ethan seconded, all in favor, all opposed, unanimous. iPad hotspot for golf course maintenance building.
We need to get Charlie an iPad so that he can email. And we need to put some internet down there in his building. And also it's gonna be used for his time cards too.
So we currently have a cellular service and iPad for the waterworks, so they're able to read meters throughout town. And so I emailed the rep today and he said they could do a sub account. It'll be billed separately for the golf course. And so the cost of the iPad with the unlimited data would be $20 a month. And then the iPad itself, they do have a limited time offer on an A16. And he said that's currently $199. The regular, I guess, cost of the iPad is $499. So
That's
if
good.
everybody's fine with that model.
Good, good. I motion that we allow
Becky
that.
made a motion to approve,
Yeah.
Ethan seconded, all in favor, unanimous.
Gina, are you gonna teach him how to use it?
Sure,
Okay.
next year.
Sports specialist pay application number 6 and retainage number 7. Rick said on the retainage to have a contingent on what, Rick?
On the reimbursement of some extended post for badminton that they're no longer wanting, that they possibly still owe us. So once we figure that out, we can just deduct that.
Okay.
And then pay them whatever that balance is. And just asking to give you permission to sign off on it. When that time comes.
Yes. So do we need 2 motions?
Are you approving pay app 6 for $116,999.57 in full?
I make that motion.
I second it.
Rick made the motion, Becky seconded, all in favor, all opposed, unanimous. And on retainage number 7, contingent on them giving us the money back and reducing that. I could sign it.
And give John permission to sign it, so we don't gotta prolong this anymore.
Ethan made the motion, Fred seconded, all in favor, unanimous. Rocky.
I do have a quick question. So in that construction fund, I have the full amount of the retainage. Whatever the difference is. Does council direct me what to do with that remainder?
It can be, the payout can go, once we figure out, say them posts are $500 and they say it's $500, we subtract that, what we
But she
give
was
them.
wondering what to do with these.
Because right now it's in
Money
the
left.
Sportsplex construction fund itself.
Whose money is it?
Well, it's the ARPA funds, but
Oh, so it's a town's money.
Yeah.
Okay,
How much is gonna be left over?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm, do you want to just address that another time after we know for sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right, thanks.
okay. Did we vote?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Rocky speed bumps in Town Park. Do you want to table that one? Okay. All right. So do I have a motion to table?
I'll make a motion to table.
Red made motion to table, seconded, all in favor? Unanimous? Anybody got anything else from the audience? Anybody?
I'm sorry? It was included in the claims, but if you wanted to just explain what you're doing.
So the vest. Off. Door vest. And it's easier for me to purchase that vest from Mark, it's already paid for it. So they agreed to it, so we're going to purchase that. So she'll have that when she comes.
Where does that stand with that new hire? Is
The 10th.
the 10th?
That's the start date.
Nice.
So that cost of that was under his purchase limit, so I just put it on the claims. It
Yeah.
was $1,379.89.
And then your tax on the interest. I just spoke with them yesterday and say, the upgrades that we have already purchased with that package, we're gonna be getting upgraded to, a better model cameras and those additional charges for you.
Well, thank you.
You guys have purchased, but we're all going to be getting those. Probably next 6 or 8.
Anything else? I have a motion for adjournment.
I second that.
Fred made motion, Rick second, favor. And Ethan's gonna take the microphones with him. Unanimous. Yeah.
See,